Hello. Ace Attorney. Okay. So, we had a pretty short episode last time. That was like maybe 30 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. I'm too, honestly. Huh? Let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Also, I've got a cat on my lap, so if you're hearing purring, it's just him. So what's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. True. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in for good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to help much with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these stick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Okay. No, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Yeah, I'm confused. Like, I'm still confused. Oh, wait. I gotta fix my mouse pad. Okay. Oh. Does he want to get off? Sorry, my cat wanted to get off my lap. Okay. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. And you know what? That's probably... Oh my god. There's so many cords on my... Okay, let's see. The oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Like... But I just feel like the blood would still be there, no? My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. What? It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. How is this girl reading my mind? She's been reading my mind the whole time. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Hee hee hee. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is... luminal testing fluid. Ooh. Luminal? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? Okay. I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. So that means we have to do it? We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh my god. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. Okay. One moment. Okay. So where might there be blood? Right here. Okay. Yep, right there. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a blood stain? It's so, ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Oh. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course? No. What's odd about this? Scientifically? The amount of blood? The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. Right. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay? Okay. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Right. Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Oh, I thought she worked. Actually, I don't even know. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view on the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! You need to go. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. I don't know. How would it react? Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Yeah. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. Oh. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that I wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm so sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. Okay. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Okay. So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me... Yeah? They coughed it up. Coughed it up? Because what does she mean by that? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I mean, it's in your name. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day, I drag the dirt out of mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the Cough-Up Queen. I don't really like that name, though. It doesn't really... I don't know. Does it have a ring up to it? I don't know. And here I thought someone had gone food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go. Fired? Oh, right. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... SL9? Okay, I don't know what that means. Actually, I do know what that means. Or should we actually just discuss it in court? Let me see. Let me present to her this. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective of that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Yeah, because I'm a little lost. So can you tell me a little more about the SL9 incident, or no? Hello? I'm confused. What does she want to talk to us? I'm confused. Why am I not getting the option for her to, like, tell me more? Like, what do I even present to her? One second. Okay, I just had to, like, do a bunch of questioning. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Oh. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. Then how was he executed? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be... Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Okay. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Oh. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell... There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? That's a good question. Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Okay. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Okay, well, where is he? Because we have a bone to pick with him. Oh, is he here? No. Okay. Let's go here. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgar's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Okay. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Yeah. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Okay, let's go take a look. Well, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. That's still confusing me. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. Now you're making fun of a dead person. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I don't anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Yeah, no. So wait, then where do we go? Is it here that we go? What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. Probably the marshal guy. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? Sure seems that way. Oh. Oh. What is she doing? What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. Like, hello? What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Me too. You know, we might as well just snoop around. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? Paunchy? A pinchy? I know. A poochie? A poncho? Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself. Yeah. Yipes. These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one... I would think just one big one would be sufficient. Sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Okay, we don't need to be, like, doing this right now. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. Okay, I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Okay. Whatever you say. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room there. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. Yeah. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a... Yeah, myself. This guy has a lot of drinks. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here. Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. What? You sure have an active imagination. So is there actually just nothing to do here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I looked everywhere. Okay. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. Okay, sorry. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh? Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yeah. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? I still don't know how that's possible. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Do we know who that is? It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Staying around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. You gotta get it yourself. I don't know what to tell you. But wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the okay. Oh my gosh, I can't read today. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Okay. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. So he wants me to... do what? Let's go to the detention center. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Oh yeah, I guess they did. Best not go too far down that road right now. Things will get confusing. Ween! What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator. I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. What? Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. That's the police guy. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, I think he's in for custody. No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? Is he the one who did the stabbing? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. Oh. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. No, really. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir. Okay, stop saying sir, because it's just getting annoying. Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. Okay. A suspicious person. Yeah, wow, 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 wow. You need to calm down. Calm right down. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Oh, right. Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could do to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. What is happening? Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Yeah. I don't mean to pry, but are you the perpetrator? But you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, don't label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Yes, well that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Do you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. Okay. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. Okay, I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Yeah, honestly, what is happening? About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Okay. Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Like, so what now? Because there's not much I can do. I'll get back to y'all when I find out what I'm supposed to do. Okay, do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir. That's it. That's it. That's what? My head was blank until the very moment. But, sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I better pry into this one a little deeper. Yeah. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I've heard you say that. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before you do unto you. Wait. Do unto others before they do unto you. Okay, my own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. Okay. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Okay. So now Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And that victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. Oh, okay. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir, that's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But he still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. Okay, calm down. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. Yeah, let's go do that. Hey, Mr. Wright, look at who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Oh my god, I hate him. He scares me, honestly. Are you sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see, well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Aha, right on my boy. How you been? Swim much? See, I don't have time to swim. Oh ho ho, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Yeah, that's like... Because this is not my friend. Not my friend. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, were they? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's chair, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Yeah. Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. Oh? What? Oh. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean. There being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. Then stop bringing it up. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, One thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job. Just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Okay. Discreetly ask him. Like this. Oh, Johnny, could you take a look at this? Okay. Okay, this guy wants nothing to do with me. Yeah. So, that's just so rude. Okay, I need to find... who am I trying to find? I'm trying to find Gumshoe. Where would he be? The way I don't know where he is. He's not there. I honestly thought he'd be here, but no. Okay, me. That thing is really disturbing. Like, where is he? And there's nobody here, like... This game is really not telling us what to do right now. So there really is nothing I can show him. He said, go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one. Because she said to discreetly ask him. Literally, how do you do that? We can't even discreetly ask him a single thing. We can't even get to the evidence room anyways. Yeah. Okay, so maybe we were supposed to talk to him more? I don't know. Hey, why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. So that did nothing for me? Okay. I found something. Wow, we got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room is pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Is that not evidence? Oh my goodness. Okay. I was stuck here for like an hour. I was so close yet so far. So apparently you have to talk to somebody inside this little building. Like, I'm sorry, how am I supposed to know that? Oh. Sorry, my music turned on. Oh, sorry you had to see that. Oh, what exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there. That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in that trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item. Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. I should really get back to investigation. Yeah. Okay, well, I need to talk to this guy and be like, oh, what's this? I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Oh, sorry, Redo. I'm through with that stuff. Okay. Okay, let's, go to the guard station. What am I supposed to do? Like, this don't make sense. Okay, I can talk to him. I was gonna get so mad because nothing here is making sense. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Rido asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Hello? Now, Rido. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Rido, please, do I look like a selfish man? Yes. Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow 50, I'd give them 50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is the detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along now and do your best now. Later, folks. Okay. Heh, it looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID? You seem pretty happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to... Like, I don't know why. I'm just so out of it this, like, episode. Okay, let's go to the guard station. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray? Just go away, please. Go away. Officer Marshall, why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him, look? Are these people like all mind readers? As you may have surmised, this here is my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. With you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? Okay, sorry. I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. I'm still asking things. I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina. But I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading... Okay. I know what we have to do. We have to give them this. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this for my baby? Oh, so she... Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask, munch, munch, anything, munch, smack. Okay. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Yeah, let's talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not even look like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. What? These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? I personally love that. Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago? It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now. Like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. Yeah. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. My cat. Sorry guys, my cat was meowing super loud at my door. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case. That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Okay. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them. There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower in my steaks. Again, I think that is really good with steak. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekin mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. Okay. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. 7, 7. Okay. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. I think this one. Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Okay. That number is on here. See this? This is the victim's ID card. The one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Oh, it matches up. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14 right before the stabbing. So how could it have happened? What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Sir entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. That's really confusing. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Oh, thank you. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the country sheriff's department. Okay. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Okay, but wasn't there also that like 15-year thing? Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. That happened to SL9 2 days ago. Okay. Well, nice talking to you. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This was more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. And I can. Oh, hi. Okay. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow 50, I'd give them 50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone 50 bucks? Even me? Okay. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for the day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. What is that? Okay. So Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. Oh my gosh. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Oh. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate? Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. He's also involved in that one? That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Oh. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny. They look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to these handles, you see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you got a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Okay. Okay, we need to know more about SL9. Detective Goodman's no, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from this case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent, so it was a murder. A serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this, after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors? About forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out the evidence locker himself? What the hell? That doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's examine this place. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Right. That's the door we just came in through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. That would be terrifying. Okay, let's see. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Right. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet the evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under the trench coat either. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. So can I take it? Apparently not. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a storied-looking fishing pole that is. That's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal? That's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? That was crazy. Alright, well that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Okay. There is a lot going on here, actually. There's a lot going on here. So there's blood. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Okay. Let's do that. Oh. Okay. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? What? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it in the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Well, it's not exactly alien blood. Okay, maybe, I think, is there any more? There's that handprint. I knew it. This is someone's right hand. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? I don't think they're gonna arrest you. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Literally. Is that all the blood in this room? I'm gonna make a very thorough examination of this whole place. Well, that's all. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. You usually are. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Okay, let's see. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Ha, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. What? Well, that piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Wait, this is actually gonna be really fun. I think this. Right? Combine. Rotate it. Like that. Wait. I'm confused. Okay. Maybe that's not the piece. I mean, it looks like this is the piece that goes to it, but maybe it's not. Oh, okay. That's not gonna fit. honestly not cut out for this job. I actually am. Never mind. Okay, this one is this. Okay, there's blood on it. Could be a hint. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, there. And then up here. No, I did not want me to press that. That, right? That makes sense. Okay. And then this. If we rotate it like that. Okay. You know, we're doing this. We're doing this. And there's a missing piece. That's odd. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Okay. So we have that. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are 2 things that bother me. 1, why are some of the pieces missing? 2, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember the next time I make a jar. Exactly. Okay, this one's open. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprints. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we'd closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Okay. And there's like a glove. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? Oh my gosh. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9. It does have a tag on it. Okay. Okay. And there's paint. What is this saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. Okay. That's very true. True art. I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room. Okay. That's basically all we have. I'm gonna check for the blood prints on this side too, maybe. Oh, yes. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out that door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. Like, do we have everything yet? Okay, I think we're done here. So what do I do now? Oh. Let me go back there, actually. Maybe I can, present him with the ID card record. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa. What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Oh. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day. It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Very true. I'm off, pal. Later. Okay. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Yes. But where even is he? No, I don't want to talk to you. Would he be over here? Oh, it's this guy again. Guests, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Oh. Right. He has the hotel bringing him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he's trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Yeah. So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. They're always talking about that case. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Well, dang. Okay, let me, oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go, by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It wouldn't have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask you what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with this current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Okay. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. You don't know that. You don't know that. Okay, let's talk about SL9 then. I know you've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. And we were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister what? If you were still studying forensic science... yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this... luminal testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me, are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and those fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? He could definitely use that. For sure. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Me too. Yeah, me too. Let me see how long this video has been. Oh my god, an hour already? Well, we're nearing the end. So, that's alright. Also, the suspicious handprint I saw was right there. Cause I want to see whose handprint that is. Oh, this is a spray. Let me use my brain. Okay, this one. I'm only allowed to use it at certain places. Okay. Probably supposed to do this and this. Investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Okay. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. The thumb. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? with enter. See? They always tell me to do enter, but I don't ever press enter. I just use my mouse. Ah, looks like that did the trick. Aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. Okay. Yeah, I'm saying we absolutely coat this thing up. Then we blow. Okay, this is the fingerprint, I think. Let's coat the whole thing. Aha, you did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Okay. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Like right here. Well, let's see. Okay, we have a clear, like, fingerprint right here. Ooh. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Like, obviously, I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Gumshoe? Everything looks the same, actually. Oh, the match was found. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Oh, right. Wait. Which one was it? Okay, am I allowed to use the powder on my own now? Nope. Oh, which one was it? I think it was like here, right? This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right. There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There we go with her eyes sparkling again. We gotta do it. Okay, let's check the prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints? Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Okay. go here. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do these ones? Okay, apparently not. Okay, let's... Because there was one, like, on this little badger, right? Okay, here we go, this whole cutscene again. Okay. I don't even know what other fingerprints there are. Am I supposed to be looking at this one? Okay. Let's look. It's just that I could have sworn it's not letting me do anything. Is there any other handprints? Because I'm looking around here and there's nothing. Okay, that's okay. We just gotta keep looking, right? Or we spray the area again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. A pile of junk lies battered, worn, and forsaken. Aren't you being a little dramatic? Looks like a fishing pole and a metal detector. I'm not sure what this one is. They cast a withering gaze in a direction that screams, "Dust me." Can't junk just be plain old junk? Right? Because I don't know what other... In here, maybe? Detective Goodman's evidence locker is empty. Only Detective Goodman himself can open this locker. So the person who took out this knife had to have been Detective Goodman. But why was it wrapped in the scarf muffler and stuck inside the car muffler? Yeah, that is really weird. What yellow crime scene tape? You know, yesterday was my first time seeing that. It was always my dream to push through the crowd and just step over the tape. It's a little daunting to encounter it again so soon. I think maybe you're overreacting a little. So where was like the... There's blue and yellow paint here. This is all I need. Okay. Okay. Let's think here. What am I meant to do? That's a really good question. Because we need to find one last print or something, right? Because that was Gumshoe's print, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Look, let's go back to that. Maybe I'm missing something. Okay, let's see. Oh! There was something here. Okay. Okay, I see now. Okay. Because I thought I was completely lost, which I was. Okay. Let's see here. Who does it look like? Just like this. Okay, let's compare. Ooh, it is his fingerprints. Okay. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Oh my gosh. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's, like, prints. The luminal reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh, so this is his blood. Oh, oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. That's suspicious. But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Well, I kind of do. Oh my gosh, is it finally just gonna let me go? Because this game has the specific um investigation has taken forever. Okay. Okay. That was a lot of recording and doing. I'm like so tired. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. And I will see you guys later. Bye.